Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. We're just gonna get right into this since the drill. This is I think my third or fourth vlog for Unity Essentials, but yeah, we'll get to that. So, let's just hop right into it. Uh, First things first. Let me show you where I left off. So, as you remember in my previous vlog, I this sorry for the quality by the way, but I was almost done with 3D Essentials. I had been done with Editor Essentials, and I was hopefully honestly looking forward to getting done with 3D Essentials. Unfortunately, that did not happen this week because of life. Hopefully it'll happen sooner than later, and then I can move on to Junior Program Essentials and make vlogs for that. But um yeah, uh so yeah, let me show you what I'm working on this week. All right. As you can see, I have done a lot more this week. So, 3D Essentials is 4 to 6. Now it's 6 out of 6. I finished it with I did the more things to try, and I took the quiz. The more things to try, we will actually show you that in commit. It was pretty interesting. Basically, I got to import an artwork into Unity using the File Explorer and stuff, and basically created a custom painting in there. Another thing I did is I changed the size of the prefab blocks. You'll see what that is pretty soon. And that was pretty much it. Then with Audio Essentials, I actually won't be showing you these two commits because it was such a short lesson, I feel like, that I could just get it all done in one. Basically what I did was, it was the meat of it was just this one commit here. Where basically you took all okay, basically you created, as it says, immersive soundscape. There was a pot. You added sound to the pot to make it bubble and boil. Another thing you did is you added birds chirping around. They would chirp periodically, and then you added music that would constantly play throughout the entire thing. So you'll see what that looks like too. Yeah, and then after that, I moved on to programming essentials, where I made a movement script in a C. I don't think it's C++. I think it's a straight C. I don't remember. Yeah, I created a movement script, and then I created a rotating collectible. Both of those were using scripts, and I'll show you what that looks like too. So let's just hop right into this. All right. Oh yeah. Okay, so here we are, and get cracking. So, yeah, we're right already on more things to try. So yeah, all right, we're just gonna open Unity. And it's gonna take a few seconds, so I will see you in a few seconds. And we're back, and we're loading into that right now. Okay, let's just move that. Okay, here we are. Oh, actually, wait, here we are. Gotta move to a different scene here. Assets, essentials, scenes, and kids room. Okay, here we are again. Looking a little bit different than where we left off. So, as you can see here, there's the painting I was talking about. I'll show you how I did that. It was pretty cool. And then there's also these things. So basically, one of the things it asked us to do was basically to drag in our prefabs and then just kind of like mess with the shape and size of them. So what I did is I would drag this in. I would go to the transform tool here. Oh wait, yeah, wait. Oh no, yeah, wait. Wait, no. Yeah, this is the transform tool, right? Hold on. Oh yeah, okay, no. This transform tool. My bad. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sorry, that looked wrong. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, I would select this entire thing here, and with the transform tool that I have selected right now, I would just make it look weird, I guess. So I can make it look a little wide, like I did with one. I could make it very tall, like I did with one. I could, hold on, let me bring this up. I could make it very thick. Oop. Oh wait, you can make it, oop, sorry. Unity is being funny. Okay, here we go. I can make it very thick like that. Um, yeah. And then, yeah, so basically you just change the, like the look and the properties of your prefab objects. And then this is what it looks like when it runs. I made the ball 8,000 in mass, and then I made these other guys take up more mass as well. Mostly just because I was kind of bored. But the ball is not absolutely destroying everything, because these guys, I guess, have enough counter. Oh yeah, it's because of this guy right here. Oops, hold on. Oh, it's because I still have transform selected. Hold on. Okay. But this guy here, yeah, he has 700 mass. Like, so basically, because of all these guys' combined mass, they end up slowing the ball down, and so he doesn't. So it doesn't just plow through. Yeah, but it's still pretty. It still does a lot. But yeah, so that's the first thing I did. Now let's get into the more interesting thing here with well, like this, I guess. Yeah. I thought I created a prefab out of it, but oh no, yeah. Oh wait, what? Oh, I guess I didn't, which is strange. But I can just do that right now. So I'll take this, and I'll take its frame, and then I will drag it right into here. And now I'm pretty sure I can just place down another one, and it would be all good. Okay. Yeah. Because now this thing has its own frame. Yep, okay, there we go. Alright. So, let me show you what I did with this thing. So, as you can see here, it has its own custom artwork, and it has a frame around it. And so, what I did, as you can see, there's like a quad here, is, I would go into this hierarchy, thing here. I need an open space first, so let me just try and hide everything to get myself some open space. And then so from here, I think I'd go to create 3D object. I create a quad. Okay. Yep. And now I've made a quad. Where is it? Okay. There it is. Okay. We'll do it on this side. So first things first, I would do is I would rotate it around. You know, just kind of get it into position like a painting would be in. So, you know, we'll place it on the wall here. Get it on there. I don't know, as good as you can, I guess. All right, and now it's there. And then what I do is I would copy it, and then I would paste. And now there's two things inside one. And then what I would do is I would take them both, and then I would well, actually I would create an empty parent. Okay, yeah. I'll just call this, I don't know, painting. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I did. Control Z, Control Z. Okay, yeah. Wait, I think what I actually did is I dragged one inside the other. Yep, there it is. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I dragged this quad. So I dragged one of the quads inside the other quad, and then so now they're like grouped together, as you can see with this one. And so on the I think, yeah, on the front facing quad, like the furthermost quad, what I would do is I would go to my materials, and then I would drag, so I made a material called R material. I could just drag it on to one of these quads. For some reason, it's not doing anything though. That must be some weird thing going on. Hold on. Where's the other quad? What the heck? Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. See, so it did apply. Okay, you just couldn't see it for some reason. But yeah, so basically, yeah, I would drag on art material onto it, and you get that painting. Now, how did I get art material in the first place? Well, basically what I did is I think something I think is pretty cool is so uh I'll show you. So basically, let's Google something. So we're gonna Google John Lemon Unity. Why not? So yeah, this the picture I used. So we'll take this, save image as, and it can just go to our downloads. We'll delete it after. We'll name it something, John Lemon Unity. All right. And then from here, now we have that. What I'm gonna do is I created a new material. So, one here, made a new material. Let's call this vlog material. And so yeah, now I have this. Now I have this vlog material here. Oh. And then so from here, what I did. Oops, that is not what I want to do. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. Also, I realized that was actually a bad example to use the same picture. So, hold on, let me use a different one. Okay, we'll use, this one right here. I don't know, we'll call this Scared John. And we'll put this in downloads and save. Okay, alright, so here's what I did. So, first things first, as you see, we have all our materials here. And I probably shouldn't put this here, but I know for the sake of the vlog, I am. So, this is our task manager. We have it pulled up right now. Scared John, John Lemon Unity. I pull Scared John, and I just literally drag from the task manager, drop in Unity. Boom, it's in there. And I think that's so cool. So now we have John Lemon and Scared John. What I can do here is I can actually go to base map, look up Scared John, there he is, and then boom, just apply him to material. And now he's on the material. I don't think you actually don't really need these anymore, but I'll keep them, why not? And so I'll just drag it on here. Boom, we got Scared John. So let me show you how I created this frame effect. So first things first, I just kind of created a basic material for the frame. I'll just apply the one I already have, it's on there. And from there, I kind of just, because they are together, so, hold on. So basically, what I do is, kind of got to bring them in together, actually. So, you pull one into the other. Oh, right. And one of the things you got to do is for this one is you got to make it slightly bigger than the other one. So using the scale tool, I made it slightly bigger. So we'll make it 1.2 for here. And yeah, boom. Look at that. We've made another painting. So then we can just drag this in over here. Oh wait, a little too close to that. Then put over here. And put it right here. Okay, cool. And boom, we have our painting. So on this side, got this is the painting there. This side, we got this painting. So basically, what I did was one here, dragged in a picture from the task manager. Then I created a new material, put the picture onto it using base mapping, dragged that picture onto 2 quads I made. So dragged that picture onto one quad, and then the second quad, I made it slightly bigger, and I gave it just a different material to make it look nice. And then from here, since that other quad's slightly bigger, it gives the illusion or the appearance of a picture frame around the first quad. So now it looks like a picture frame, looks like a custom picture frame. So yeah, that's what I did. This commit here. So let's move on to the next one. So don't save. All right. Go away. Okay. So moving on, we are going to go into Audio Essentials. Basically, both of these, this was such a short thing that I'm going to cover it as like one thing. So honestly, we're just going to actually go into my finished thing. Because in my finished things, I don't do anything different. I just make a commit telling myself I'm finished. So here, we'll check out... Oh, well, yeah, first things first, got to go to Audio Essentials. Go here, check out this commit. So yeah, now, yeah, we should be in Audio Essentials finished. So go here, open this up. See you in a few seconds. And we're loading in. Looks like this because we have to change the scene here. So scenes, then you go to kitchen. Alright. And here we are. We are in Audio Essentials. So before I tell you anything, I'm gonna click the play button and I'll basically let my work speak for itself in the sense that you'll see what I did, some cool stuff I did. So press the play button. And if you can hear that, I don't actually know how loud it is, but so you might turn your volume down. But basically, I can actually back up if it's too loud. Basically, as you can hear, I created a bunch of sound. So there's that background music. There's the hum of a refrigerator. There's the bubbling and boiling of a pot. And there's the chirping of birds. Okay, now we're out of that. That might have been too loud. Sorry if it was, my bad. But yeah, basically, I created a bunch of different sounds. And one of the cool parts is that, as you noticed, as I back away farther from those sounds, it gets quieter. The sounds get quieter. So, let me show you that. So first things first, we're going to start with the bubbling pot. So, I went with this bubbling pot here. And I basically added to it a component. And that component is called audio source. So, I now has two of them because I screwed a new one. Anyways, and so in this audio resource section, I clicked on it. And then we have all these different audios already in Unity Essentials. There's a way you can add them. I think it's very similar to like the way you add pictures. You just have to drag an MP4 file into Unity. But so you got bubbling water, you got fridge hum, you got all this stuff, and basically just click one, and it's really simple. And now when I play, there is going to be two bubbling waters. So I don't want that, so I'm just gonna remove this. But yeah, another thing I did here, so once you have your bubbling water, is I played it on awake, which means so as soon as you open the game, or as soon as you press the play button, or like or whatever, the water, like you'll hear the water begin to bubble. Then after I did that is I looped it. So basically it wouldn't just go through one cycle of its file and then just stop. Another thing I did is where is it? Oh yeah, spatial blend. So what this does, this is what allows you to basically make it where the farther you get from something, the more faint it gets, while the closer you get to it, the louder it gets. By basically setting it from 2D to 3D, it makes it where you can do that, where if you're farther, you won't hear as much, where you're closer, you'll hear it more. And yeah, so I'm not really sure why 2D or 3D is with this. I assume it's because it's to mimic sounds in a 3D environment versus a 2D environment, and I'm sure there's ways you can like, I guess, dampen sound the farther you are from something in a 2D game. However, I've not learned those yet. But we're going to move on now. So, another thing I did next is I created audio sources. So, this is the background. Wait, ooh, is it the background music? Because, wait. Oh, it has two audio sources. There it is. Okay, yeah, for some reason, two audio sources. I'm going to get rid of this other one here. Alright, so, yeah, this is the background music. So what I did with this one here is basically I went here. I went to create. Oh yeah, I went to create and I did audio, and then I did audio source. Then after audio source, I would go into here, and I look through here and look through on the music types. We'll choose driving for some reason here, and then from there, we have our music put in here, so very similar to the pot already. And then after that, we looped it, play on awake, so we'll start up as soon as you start the game. And from there, we do not actually make it 3D, because that would mean the farther we get away from this object, so in the game, the player moved farther from, I guess, this little out near the window here. Basically, the farther they'd move, the less they'd hear the music, which for overall background music, you don't want. You want the background music to be a constant source of play throughout your game. So yeah, that's why you keep it in 2D, so it'll all constantly being there. All right. Another thing I did is I made these birds that chirp, but not actual birds, but the sounds of them. And so what I did with these is, of course, as seen before, went here, clicked on a bird sound. From here, though, I don't make it play on awake and I don't loop it, because that would mean play on awake, all the birds would just talk at once. Loop, because I don't want them to just keep talking. I want it to be more natural, more like, I guess, like immersive type of thing. And so from here, I changed the distance to it. So there's the distance to it. So if you are out of the distance, then you can't hear it, and you will never hear the birds ever again. But yeah, so in there. But okay, the big thing I did. Sorry, getting mixed up in my words here. Is I did play sound at random interval. So this is another component. So here you go, play sound at random intervals. There it is. And from here, what this will do is it'll play the sound randomly. So the birds don't talk constantly. You can't always hear them. And they don't loop. However, what they will do is they'll keep chirping at random moments. And so what I did from here is I just made 3 other bird objects. So it feels like there's just through a different, like at different times there's just different birds chirping around you. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did here. I guess I also added a refrigerator hum. Nothing too new. It's basically all the same as the pot. And yeah, so yeah, that's what basically the entire Audio Essentials lessons basically. There was a thing where in the lesson where you could add more audio. I didn't actually have the time to get to that, and it was in the more things to try, so it was more so optional. And that day I really did not. I was not feeling it, so I did not do it. But if you want to check that out for yourself, you can. But yeah, so let's move on from here now. Don't save. Let's move on. All right. And get rid of this. Okay, and now let's move on to programming essentials. So this is some of the cool stuff, the actual programming, the nitty-gritty of game development. So first things first, add a movement script. So let's hop in Unity, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Okay, we're back in Unity, so let's change the scene to the one I'm working on now. So go here, go into living room, and we're here. So this is the create a movement scripts commits. First things first, gonna show you what I did by pressing play. And as you can see, there is a camera, or I'm centered on this car here, and I can move it around so I can make it look different ways, and I can also drive it, and so make it go here, and I can smash into something and go through the wall and die. But yeah. No, I'm falling off the map. Yeah. So yeah. So let me show you how I actually coded it to move and have the camera like that. So first things first, we're gonna start with the car. So I went to Essentials. I'm pretty sure I went to models or whatever. Or I don't know. I don't. Oh yeah, maybe no, not collectibles. Collectibles stuff you get. Okay, yeah, characters. All right. Basically, all right. We'll just create a new one for the sake of this. Yeah. So I dragged in the UFO. I'm not sure why it looks like that though. Mine has much more color. So that is weird. Yeah, I don't know why these are so lifeless right now. That's weird. Maybe I'm in the wrong section here or something. Chew models. Right? No. Oh wait. Oh wait, no. Is this it? No. Oh, no, this for 2D. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the character why they're so dead right now, but as they weren't like this before. Like as you can see, the actual car has a much more color, I guess you could say. Give me 1 second. I'll see why this is the case. I figured out the issue. Okay, it's because I'm supposed to be in prefabs, then I'm supposed to be in characters. Okay, there we go. So into prefabs, characters. Now we have the actual stuff here. We're just gonna do our UFO in here. So now we have a UFO. Alright. Next thing I did from here, which was interesting, is basically, yeah, save, why not? Okay, get out of here. Okay, alright. Is so right now, these guys did the exact same except for one thing. This guy here has a script. So I went to the script section here. There is the yeah, let's play controller. Alright. And so what I did is I created a new script. So oh yeah, so it was a mono behavior script. So yep, so this one. So created this one here. Boom, new mono behavior. We'll just call this like vlog script. And from here, what I did is they all started with this basic thing here, and so I had to change it. And so first things first, gonna import it. And so what you gotta do from here is you gotta double click it, and then it's gonna pull up Microsoft Visual Studio, which is an IDE, integrated development environment. And from here, you can code and put stuff in here that will actually like change like what you do, I guess. Like so like yeah, how do I describe it? Like so like okay, yeah, so basically this is where I code and put in the movement script. And then from here, when I apply it to something in Unity, then it will do what I wrote in the script for it to do. So it has some basic things such as using Unity as an engine. What this does is basically it allows the script, the code, or anything to recognize Unity and understand it, and then you have your class and everything. So 6x, I'm just gonna take this one, the code here, and I'm gonna copy it, and then we're gonna go here. Let's get rid of all this, and we're just gonna paste it here. Boom. Now I think I pasted that right. Ooh. All right. It's cause and it's complaining because this is not called player controller. This is called vlog script. So from here, I just have to go in here, change this to vlog script. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, and that looked to fix the issue here. Okay. All right. And so from here, so basically, here's what the script's doing. So basically, it makes a float to allow decimal numbers. And then sets the player's movement speed to basically 5, and then it sets the rotation speed, so how fast they can turn. I think that this is the base speed. Then it references the rigid body, and then it using the start thing, it accesses the player's body. I guess so. Basically, it's trying to like, because rigid bodies connect to the physics. I assume it's trying to connect to the physics of everything right now. Yeah, handle physics-based movement and rotation. So, like vertical, horizontal. Yeah. So it's getting like the physics of everything. Update's called once per frame. So basically, most games run on like frames per second, 30 to 60. This allows it to like basically like, I guess, go with the game, in a sense. So like basically what you're doing isn't like inconsistent to what's happening, if that makes sense. Which it might not. So from here, this is the code to move vertical, and this is the code to move horizontal. So horizontal is rotation, vertical is like like the car moving itself, and yeah. And so let's hop back into Unity, and I'll show you like what this does. So, oh wait, first things first, you gotta press Control S to save. And now when I hop in back in Unity. Oh, yep. Okay, yeah. Now when I hop back in Unity, boom. Yep, it's done the thing. So, what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna go here, and put the vlog script on the UFO. And now, what will happen, so first things first, I'm gonna turn this off. And, I'll get more to this camera here later. But I'm just gonna, oh, actually, no, I'll get to it right now. Alright, so, right now, we have our vlog script in here. I'll just pop into this camera here. I turned off the car's script, so now it shouldn't move. But yeah, as you can see, now the UFO is moving around, which is pretty nifty. Go back here, come back us. But as you can see, there's nothing following around. So, how do I do that? So, how to do that is, you see this camera here? It's actually tied to like the player object. So it's like a child. So the player is the parent, and it's a child. The way it's, and we're kind of like using Unity mechanics here. So what you do is as I basically plug in and pull camera to the object you want your camera to be based on, and then you basically set its positions to like 0, like you reset them, because the camera will always, like a child object, when it has no position, automatically defaults to where its parent object is, and automatically goes with it. From here, all you gotta do is you gotta move the camera back and get it into a good view to where, like, to play with it, I guess. In like, like a good 3D view of your character here. And so from here, now what will happen is when I press play, the camera, since it's the child of the UFO, it's gonna constantly move with it. And thus, I guess, I didn't actually code anything here, but it basically like allows, I guess, like, I don't know if it's an illusion, but like, it basically allows you to like follow the character, and like they can move and stuff. As you can see, so yeah, there's the car and the UFO now. Get out of your car. And so yeah, that's what I did in this lesson. And then another cool thing is here is I can actually set the speed of the car. So right here, I can make it 10. Warning, this is gonna look crazy, and I can make the 720. And so now it's gonna move faster. It's gonna turn faster. So when I press play, it's faster turning, and also faster speed. Yep, it's hard to control, and I can even, it's so fast I can just go through the walls. Yeah. So yeah, you can change the like the values of the script, and I'll show you how it allows you to do that in a second. So, yep, that's what this commit was about: creating the movement script, and then also creating the camera object. So I'm gonna exit this. I'm not gonna save because I don't want anything saved in this because it's a vlog. And so then we'll close this. Alright. So from here, I go in here, and I discard all changes. Okay. Alright, so now we go to our last commit of the day. So we go here. We're going to check out creating a rotating collectible. Alright, where do we check this out? Shoot. Alright, program essentials. And then check out this commit. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go back to Unity. See you in a few seconds. And we're back. Alright, so I'd see in this scene here, there's an apple, which is pretty different. And it has its own script called collectible, and something called rotation speed. So, let's show you what I did here. So first things first, I went into essentials, and then went to prefabs, collectibles, and so we got all these different collectibles. For this one, we're gonna use like, I don't know, we're gonna use stars. Pull this up, and I don't know, let's make our star a little bigger. Oops, to make it more visible. How should I do that? Make it a little wider. Boom. Okay, and then we'll rotate it towards the car here. Okay. So what we do from here, now that we have our collectible, is we go into scripts, right? And we'll make a new script. So again, it's gonna be a mono behavior script. So go into scripting, mono behavior, boom. I assume mono behavior is called it because, well, it's the behavior of an object. So we'll call this one again vlog script again. And then from here, you know the drill. Basically the same thing. So after it imports it and loads it, go in here, click it, takes us to Microsoft Visual Studio. I do wonder if you could set up any other Visual Studios and if it'd work, like PyCharm or anything, but I'm not sure. So right now this is the, I guess, base thing here. Alright, so now we got vlog script here. Alright. And so basically what I do here is the goal is we're going to make it rotate. And so how I do that is I go into here, go to collectible, and I use this little command here. It's called transform.rotate, and then 0, and then there's rotation speed and 0. So transform.rotate is going to make it rotate. So let me show you how I do this. So first thing first, under public class, but above start, I'm going to create a float called rotation speed using camel case and then semicolon. So now there's that float. It's called rotation speed. If you didn't make it a float called rotation speed, then what would happen is it would be constantly at a basic speed. So basically, if I made an integer or something and just made it like 0.5, or even in the function itself, I made this 0.5. What would happen is my objects they would always rotate at 0.5, and basically if I wanted to change them, I'd have to go back into into Microsoft Visual Studio and edit it like this, making it where it's just a flow and it's not necessarily like exact. Just making it like ambiguous like this means in Unity itself, what I can do is I can just go in here and change rotation speed in Unity, and I will show you how that looks in a second. So from here, void update. So remember how I said update? So like update is like every 60 frames and stuff. Like basically, we put our rotation I guess like thing function or whatever into our method. Actually, I think it is. We put our rotation method into what should we call it? Into the update thing, so that every frame our object is also rotating. So I guess there isn't like any latency or anything. So we'll do transform.rotate. As you can see, Unity is very kind. You can just press tab and finish it. And it already has a bunch of like, I guess, methods laid out for you. So if you need to know like what you're like, so like it like allows you to autocomplete, I guess. So example, rotation speed here. I can just press tab, boom, it's done. Then another, I guess, like thing there, and then 0, comma. Okay, and then I press semicolon. Always want to have a semicolon at the end of it in C and Java and C++, I think, but you don't have that in Python. And yeah, so that's basically the entire script. So basically, have the rotation speed, and then have it to rotate. And so we're gonna go here. We're gonna press Control S, and then we're gonna go into Unity, and it's currently putting it in. And so we're just gonna wait a second here while it does that. I'll see you in 1 second. And we're back. Sorry about that. All right. So now we get our vlog script in here. So I'm just gonna literally just drag it onto here. Oh, I'm trying to drag it onto the star here. Is it on yet? Okay, cool. Okay, now it's on. Alright. And so it's on. And oh wait, what? Oh, it didn't save, I guess. Control S. Wait. Oh. Okay. Is it working yet? Okay, we're gonna move this. I wonder if I can just add it directly. If I just do vlog. Okay, I can. Huh. Okay, this is a weird thing. Do float, rotation speed. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot here. For some reason, the it's not pulling up what I want it to pull up. It's not doing this. So, give me 1 second. I'll tell you what's wrong in a second. I think I know the issue. It's because I didn't put public in front of float. So yeah, always remember to do that. And now I have a feeling when I load back into here, after it does its thing. Yep, there it is. So the reason you want to do that, put public in front of your things, is with how methods and stuff like work, and like integers and floats, is how they work is basically like, if it's not public, Unity cannot access it. So I'm pretty sure if I made that private, actually Unity might be able to access it, but then there might be some restrictions on it. But in terms of making it public, though, then everything can see it, do whatever it wants with it. So now we have the thing here, and so right now it's 0, so it's not gonna rotate. But you know, we'll set it to 10. Why not? It's a big number. And now we'll see what happens when I run it. And the star is moving very fast. So, you know, that's too fast for my liking. Hold on, I'm just going to disable this guy. You know, I don't want it to move that fast. I'm going to make it 0.5. And now the star is moving much slower. And, yeah, that's basically what it did in this commit here. And so, yeah, that's the rotating collectible. And so, yeah, so let's wrap things up here and end the video, I guess. Alright. So, yeah, that's what I did. Exit. Don't save. Okay. Remove this. Go to here. Go to this. Alright. Now I'm just going to show you the routine check of GitHub. So, here it is. So, I'm just going to show you Audio Essentials. Has all the stuff in here. Got Program Essentials. Also has all the stuff in here. Couldn't take collectible, you know, has I don't know, has all the stuff here. Yep. So got my GitHub. It's updated. It's looking all good. Yeah. So let's go back to our Trello here. Okay, so, uh, right now, I've just completed both of those things, so what I'm hoping to do, definitely just get done programming samples. And then after that, after I get done collecting the collectible, so making those stars and stuff, like, collectible, and, or if I drive through them, I collect them, and then doing whatever other add-on stuff and taking that quiz. I'm gonna do 2D Essentials, get done with that, do Publishing Essentials, get done with that, and then from there, the hope is I'm just gonna move on to Junior Programming Essentials, and make vlogs on those, and then improve my knowledge, game development. So, yeah, that's what's new with me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog, if you watch, that is. Bye.